loving, loving, loving. As an adjective, according to Merriam-Webster, this means affectionate. It could mean, shows care towards or is caring towards another when describing a person or an animal, I suppose. Let's have a look at some examples. My son is very loving. My son is very loving. They are a loving family. They are a loving family. I am not a loving person. I am not a loving person. Supportive, supportive, supportive. As an adjective, this means either to endure bravely or quietly, i.e. to bear. It means to promote the interests or cause of, and to uphold or defend as valid or right, i.e. advocate for. In terms of enduring bravely or quietly, bearing, this just means supportive, I will help you out, will do something, regardless of the pressure, regardless of the pain, they will do something for some reason or for someone else. In the sense of promoting the interests or cause of, we could say that we are supportive of, I could say I'm supportive of Vietnam, I'm supportive of England, I'm supportive of my mother, for example. This means you promote the interests or cause of whoever the person may be or whatever the political party or religious ideology might be. You would be supportive of that. And it can also mean to uphold or defend as valid or right, advocate. So this just means to say, if you were supportive of the Christian ideas, you would believe that those ideas are valid, or you would defend those ideas against either, whatever, whether it be scrutiny, whether it be real force, whatever. That is supportive. Let's have a look at some examples. Even though it was difficult, I was very supportive. Even though it was difficult, I was very supportive. He's very supportive of Christianity. He's very supportive of Christianity. She's supportive of human rights. She's supportive of human rights. I'm not a supportive person. I'm not a supportive person. Caring, caring, caring. Pardon me. As an adjective, this means feeling or showing concern for or kindness to others. So basically it just means that, if you see something happening to others around you, something bad, you might say, hey, are you okay? Oh, I don't feel good if you don't feel good. Or it could be that, it might be a person who sees people around them and gives them all some chocolate or something to make them happy out of their own kindness. And they would be caring people. Let's have a look at some example sentences. She was caring towards me. She was caring towards me. I'm not a caring person. I'm not a caring person. My dog is really caring. Animals are so lovely. My dog is really caring. Animals are so lovely. Close-knit, close-knit, close-knit. As an adjective, this means bound together by intimate social or cultural ties or by close economic or political ties. And it also means bound together by feelings of very close association. So, with the first definition, I don't know, you could be part of a tennis club or part of a sports club or, I don't know, some kind of club that in which everybody does the same sort of activity and they all socialize together. They would be close-knit, right? Or you could say that people at the same level in the same political party, they're very closely associated with each other and they keep mostly to themselves. They would be close-knit people. And a family, in the second definition, are bound together by feelings of very close association. So we can say that families are close-knit. I would say that My mother is very closely associated with me, being that she's the person who gave birth to me. Me and my mother would be considered as close-knit people, I would say. Let's have a look at some examples. We are a close-knit community. We are a close-knit community. Our religious group is a close-knit group. Our religious group is a close-knit group. Our family are close-knit. We spend a lot of time together. Our family are close-knit. We spend a lot of time together. They are close-knit. They are close-knit. Affectionate. 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 As an adjective, this means feeling or showing affection or warm regard, i.e. being loving. It also means motivated by affection or tender. So the first definition just means, that you feel or you show affection or warm regard, and you're loving. So, you might have a wife or a girlfriend or a husband or whatever, and you show them that you love them, you show them that you care for them, you're always warm around them, and you smile at them a lot. You would be very affectionate if that were to describe you. And when we look at the next one, motivated by affection or tender, that's like when you do something affectionate, or you say that something's affectionate, like an affectionate kiss, because the kiss was motivated by affection. Right? Let's have a look at some examples. My children are so affectionate. My children are so affectionate. She gave me an affectionate kiss. She gave me an affectionate kiss. He is affectionate towards me. He is affectionate towards me. I don't feel affectionate towards them. I don't feel affectionate towards them. Nurturing. 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 As an adjective, this could mean training or upbringing, and it can also mean something that nourishes, like food. So in terms of training or upbringing, this just means that, you'll give attention to somebody, or you'll train them, or, try to raise them, try to give to them as much as you can. And it could also mean that you try to nourish another. If you're nurturing towards another, that you try to nourish them, give them food, give them water, whatever. So nurturing can refer to either, a position of training and trying to turn someone into a more intelligent or better version of themselves, or just giving them something that nourishes them, that gives them nourishment, stops them from starving, stops them from being thirsty or whatever. That's nurturing. Let's have a look. My mother is a nurturing woman. My mother is a nurturing woman. That's some nurturing vegetarian food. That's some nurturing vegetarian food. My son is very nurturing towards his sister. My son is very nurturing towards his sister. Strong, strong, strong. As an adjective, this means having or marked by great physical power, or having moral or intellectual power. So the first definition just means, you've got a strong physique, you're able to lift heavy weights or do things physically that, indicate you have a lot of power physically, right? Like moving a very heavy object would show that you are strong, right? But you can also be mentally strong or morally strong. So for example, maybe let's imagine that you're very, very poor, and or you're homeless or something like that, and someone says, look, why don't you just steal this bread to survive? And you'd say, no, I am too strong to do that. That refers to your moral character is too high, is too good to allow you to steal, even though you may die if you don't. And it's the same with intellectual power. You're mentally strong, very strong mentally, for example. Let's have a look at some example sentences. My husband is a strong man. My husband is a strong man. She has a strong will. She has a strong will. I am strong and moralistic. I am strong and moralistic. They are a strong family with good values. They are a strong family with good values. Unified, unified, unified. This basically just means brought together as one as an adjective, and it's a pretty simple definition. Let's say that, I don't know, at work they say that they invite you to a meeting, you and a few colleagues. You guys are unified in that moment because you're brought together as one for one purpose, and that purpose would be the meeting. Let's say you and a friend have to open a door that's locked and very, very tough, and you have to do it in order to survive. Neither of you will argue, will both put 100% into that and act as one force. You would be unified in your strength and unified in opening that door. Let's have a look at some examples. Our family is unified. Our family is unified. We are unified by our shared beliefs. We are unified by our shared beliefs. We fight often, but we all became unified by the delicious food of our mother cooks. We fight often, but we all become unified by the delicious food our mother cooks. Devoted, devoted, devoted. As an adjective, this means characterized by loyalty and devotion, and also having strong loyalty, affection, or dedication. Not much difference between these two definitions, to be honest, so I'll just give you an example. Devoted might mean that you would spend a long time helping someone because you care so much, or for whatever reason you're devoted. You would spend a long time, a lot of your life, a lot of your energy in trying to either accomplish something, if you're devoted to an idea or a goal, or to help somebody, right? And in terms of the loyalty, it would mean that you would be loyal to them only, or loyal to this idea only, or mainly loyal to this idea or person, and that would make you devoted. All right. Same with religious people; they are devoted to their gods or God or whatever, or their idea, right? In the sense that they will spend their whole lives or most of their lives believing in this idea, in this God or the various gods they believe in, without being disloyal, without being loyal to other gods, for example, or other religions. They are devoted. Let's have a look at some example sentences. She's very devoted to me. She's very devoted to me. He's a devoted father and husband. He's a devoted father and husband. The man is devoted to his job. He never stops working. The man is devoted to his job. He never stops working. What a devoted family. They all look after each other. What a devoted family. They all look after each other. Compassionate, compassionate, compassionate. As an adjective, this means having or showing compassion, sympathetic. So I think, and I'll try and define it myself, I think compassion is the act of being able to understand others and, their situation and act upon that understanding. So, for example, you may see somebody in the street who, I don't know, if they've hurt themselves, maybe they've had a car accident, and your compassion would say, hey, that probably hurts. I should probably do something about that. I should probably try and help this person. I should probably try and see if they're injured and try and help them recover from their injuries. That would be compassionate, right? Or perhaps somebody would say, hey, I feel real bad today. My mother just died. And you were to say, oh, that's really bad. Here, have some food and tell me about it. That would be very compassionate, right? Because you're sympathetic to that person. Let's have a look at some examples. My son is a very compassionate child. My son is a very compassionate child. The mother was compassionate towards her children. The mother was compassionate towards her children. The neighbor's dog is compassionate and loving. The neighbor's dog is compassionate and loving.